And hello everyone, welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League over on X, Frontline Prediction League right here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We do appreciate it. I'm your co-host Scott. Joining me as always is BeerMe. BeerMe, how you doing? It's hot.
It is hot. I'm doing all right, Scott. How about yourself?
It's hot. Uh, we've been talking for like half hour.
Mm,
It's that 30-degree type, well, like 27, 28 now Celsius. Which I think my dad was saying somewhere in the 110. I said it last time, but it was like 110, 115 for you guys. Which is like,
mm.
CT would be like, oh, it's nice. It's hot. But the humidity has come as well. So it's not just
Yeah.
hot and you can get away from the shade with a
Mhm.
breeze. It's hot and the air's thick and it burns the lungs. Not literally, but it's like, ugh. So, yeah,
Mm.
I walk my dog 2 laps around like a figure 8 part of a block. And she'll normally pull for that second lap. And I'm, okay, we're going. Sometimes she'll pull not for it. I'm like, oh, for second lap. Maybe we go for second lap. She's been pulling the other way, not caring about a second lap because it's too hot. And
Right.
then we get to the little kind of spot where we can go finish off a little loop or go straight home and straight home, straight home, straight home. Tonight was different, but she was like, because she runs and she's a black dog. So yeah, but it's too goddamn hot.
Mhm.
It's as I told Jeremy just before we started recording. It's too hot to sleep. It's that kind of hot, you know. There's a fan literally right here blowing on my face. It's yeah. How's it your way?
Hot. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
90 here today. So yeah,
Oh.
it was hot. Yeah. And the humidity, because I'm surrounded by. I live in a little village, but like we're surrounded by corn, like all over. So that's really what gets your
My temperature.
humidity up in the air.
Oh, it was 24. My phone updated. It's 21 Celsius. Lower temperature is expected tomorrow. What is the lower temperature
There you go.
tomorrow? It was a high of 27 today. Tomorrow, 22. Ooh, that's the lowest it's going to be for the rest of the week. Oh, God. 24, 30, 33, 31. So when it gets over 30 for us, that's like, oh, geez, don't let your kids out too
Mhm.
long. That's too hot. That's our range for that. That's going to be like
Right.
3 days in the coming week. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We got Redemption in Montreal. Let's talk about that. It's just hot.
Mhm.
It's too hot. We got a show coming up at the end of the month. It is Redemption in Montreal. You know I'm going to want to be there with my Canadian Championship. Always need an excuse to pick this thing up. I picked it up. Wait, there we go. It's supposed to be on this shoulder, but I forgot that I have the headset there. So, the Canadian Champion, I don't think I have a match set yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. No defense. I do have the defense at SummerSlam, but let's talk about the matches that are there. Nothing! We have nothing announced yet. So, Bimmer, let's announce some matches for Redemption.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have 3 matches, and then I got a SummerSlam match. I think you have the same as well, right?
Yep.
All right, well, let's go through here. I got Captain Krulek's Blackwell versus Supreme Rock, which is a good match. I'm
Cap.
intrigued by that. I'm thinking
Mhm.
Cap 2. No longer Triad Champ. Sorry, Supreme Rock, but I'm looking toward Cap on that. It was Smooth Rock. Oh, God, that's embarrassing. I'm picking
Oh.
Cap either way. Sorry, Rock. Rock and roll, Cap.
Um, yeah, I'll still go with Cap as well.
How about Ahmed the Egyptian staying after the Forbidden Door versus Shrift Dog?
Mm,
I'm going with Shrift Dog.
Shift up.
I got the veteran on this one. I don't know what he's gonna do if a
Mhm.
real AW show. We saw Forbidden Door, but we'll see on this one. How about Ralantando versus Smooth Rock? See, I got both rocks. There we go. That's why I'm thrown off by it.
You said Smooth Rock twice now.
Well,
So
then let me correct the original.
the Supreme.
It is
So-
written Supreme Rock. So there that. Yep, that's
Okay.
why I'm goofing up on it because I was like
Alright.
my triad tag partner. Wait, and like I think we had them face each other once, and I was utterly confused.
Mhm.
I do. It's not a matter of I forget what it is, but I forget what it is. I literally get them mixed up. I always think of the other one. When I see Smooth Rock, I think of Supreme Rock, and when I think of Supreme Rock, I think of Smooth Rock, which made it really weird when one of them wasn't here for a while, and I kept thinking it was the other one, and the avatar confused me. This is our 6th year, and I still do that with some. Like, and they're not even that confusing.
Yeah.
Supreme and Smooth are very different things, but Cap versus Supreme Rock. I still got Cap. Ralantando versus
Yeah.
Smooth Rock. Smooth like this. Smooth. I got round 10 on that. I'm not going to pick any rock because I don't know who any rock is.
I'm gonna go with smooth rock on that one.
All right. What's your redemption matches?
Okay, I have no rocks in my matches.
So JJ Rocky, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, don't change it. No,
You don't have yours yet, so you can tune out for a little bit.
No.
Then. Yeah.
All right, I got Mark Harper taking on Omega G.
Harper.
Yeah, same. I got Eli taking on Wookie.
I'm curious who you think is there. I think Eli. He's got the momentum. You're going to shut him down at SummerSlam, but
hopefully.
Oh no!
Or no, it's not.
It's the Euro though. It's the Euro. Yeah, you'll shut him down. Yeah.
TNA.
Still cage
and
match.
then I have. Yeah, right. Everything's in a cage.
Which you are still debating on going. By the way, we need to convince BeerMe to go to lockdown because it's going to be a fun show, but it's all going to be a steel cage.
Yeah.
It's going to be. It'll be fun. It's TNA. It'll be worth it. Like.
I know. I'm still thinking about it.
All right.
I'm still waiting. Yeah.
I mean, you got All Out in Chicago now. You can just go to that one.
No, that's true. I could go do that too.
Yep.
Because they're both like a month apart. So. And for my last one, I have the reaction. Jonathan C.T. Martin and Luke Gray taking on the match of the night, Scott and Redhead 12.
There's the Canadian Champions match. Honestly, there's been like 5 different versions of what my match was going to be. I didn't know what it actually was, even though CT, I think we agreed on it a week ago. I was like, I don't know, sure, I'm game. So the reaction versus, that's Luke and CT, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not teaming with GMSG. That makes sense. So it's me and Red. So yeah, because they're going after the world and Canadian titles at SummerSlam. So yeah, they get to come north of the border into Montreal. Part of my literal ancestral family's home, as like grandparents. It's ancestral. I don't speak a lick of French, even though I took up to grade 10. That's the second year of high school for you Americans.
Yeah.
I could tell you I need to go to the bathroom, but even when I was in Quebec, it didn't work well. Who you got on that? Match of the night or reaction?
I think I'm going to go with the reaction. I think they're going to spoil it in your ancestral town.
Ooh. I'm confident. It's AEW. I've been pretty confident with that one. Been doing pretty well, honestly, of late. So I'm pretty solid there, but I haven't really been able to beat CT in a while. He beat me at Full Gear, and he beat me in the tournament. So I'm worried if I beat him here, I won't at SummerSlam, and that's a scary thing with this title on the line. Right now, I'm confident, though. So let's keep going, though, because I got SummerSlam. I don't even have the graphic for this yet, because we don't have the graphic for this yet. But we do know the world title's on the line, GMSG versus Luke Gray, and me versus CT for the Watson Rules based Canadian title. That's me saving that sentence. Just mention those matches. Also, though, Lucifer versus Mark Harper for the American title. Stipulation to be announced. We got till early August for this. Just a month away. Noel and Monroe versus Light versus CNC for the tag titles. Triple threat. Aiden Mack versus Smooth Rock. See, that's Smooth Rock. That is not my... I was right about Supreme Rock. Thank you. There we go. Redhead versus Sheriff Dog. Izzy Kismet versus Kyer. Izzy is back. Bane the Bishop versus Kevin Dynamite. Eli versus Memories. CM Carlito versus Theodore Geisel. Mac and Cheese versus Omega G. And what we're about to announce. Let me scroll back up. We have... I have a 4-way match, BeerMe. This is on the main show. It is our traditional SummerSlam 4-way opener that we do with some people kind of climbing up a little bit. But it's like, veterans and stuff. It is Atlas Kiyama versus Ahmed the Egyptian versus Gotanaku versus Junction. Now, this could be big for Gotanaku or Ahmed, who are returned or debuting essentially this summer. Junction, that's massive for the veteran. But Atlas, I feel like this is his to lose. That he's got this kind of locked in. He's had a little bit of trouble recently. I say that probably saying that he's on a slide like CT, but he was actually winning. Forgive me, Atlas. I got the rocks mixed up. But I think you've got this one, Atlas. I think you're going to win a SummerSlam. And that could literally lead towards a shot at this or a shot at the American or whatever. Right? Like that's that launch pad. So let's see what happens with that one. Who do you have on that, BeerMe? Atlas, Ahmed, Gotanaku, or Junction?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Ahmed.
I kind of do too. It's like, yeah, I if you've watched this show long enough, there's over 200 episodes. When there's a new name in there, it's like, yeah, let's go. So it's like Steve the Legend, yeah, got his win. Let's go. Let's do this. I love seeing that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like when that happens. Like if you go through, I track everybody's matches because Jimmy does all his stats. Shout out to him a million times over. But I've got like a titles list of like what the champion did at every event. And if I'm correct, our tag team champions lost to the Armada, technically, at Forbidden Door. It's like, frick is the Armada? Yep, that's the one off there, 200 shows. Boop, there it is. It's like, I love when that happens. Like, oh, that name, what are you doing there? And that happened with me with Jonathan Cross. He beat the Canadian champion. Oh, what's that name doing there? I love that stuff. So yeah, Ahmed, go win that. Make us happy. Well, I'm picking ass, though. What's your SummerSlam match, though, BeerMe?
So I got Chilltown, Ralentando, and Hero Shin Moses taking on, well, Chilltown, Captain Krulex Blackwell, and Jackson Myrtle.
They're not Chilltown.
They're not, but they're round table.
Yeah, they're round table.
Yeah, the table.
Yeah. Chilltown versus Town Chill. Or Till
Town Chill. Yeah.
Till Town. I believe, they're round table. We'll see how they're listed when we fix that with CT, when he puts it on the page. Oops, it happens. Or it is Chilltown versus Chilltown, and that's a SummerSlam tradition of Undertaker versus Undertaker. Let's go. Let's do it. It's fun. So,
right.
Yeah. I love stuff like that. So, yeah. We've had a couple cases where teams fought each other like that, or like friends fought each other. Like Light of the Cult did their Mania last year. Strays versus Strays for a tag title shot, because Strays will fight. I faced Red a couple times. I faced Lee, but we were actually fighting at that point. So yeah, if this is a round table situation, probably for a tag title shot, you got to think, right? So, who you got on that? I think Chilltown.
Yeah, I do too.
Which one? The real one? Or the other
The real one. The real one.
I'm leaning on Cap's side. I think he's going to have a good summer. I have nothing to base that on.
I can see it.
I have nothing to base that on. But like he's come close. He was this close to being in the main event for the world title. And that's not nothing. And I know that he knows that. So I think it's a matter of let's go get this. Let's go solidify that shot again. So yeah. But that is SummerSlam. There are obviously more shows after that. As of right now, we do know Lockdown, I believe, is the one after that. That's your TNA title shot, or European title shot, rather, TNA show. As of right now, it is looking like a straight-up pay-per-view from TNA, as is their September Destination X. Or is it October, November? I forget. But the reason we say that is because they seem to have dropped off the TNA Plus shows. So, like, the other ones, like, what was it, Sacrifice, Turning Point, Victory Road, they're just kind of gone. Like, they didn't do a show in May, really. They just skipped over what they normally would have done, and it's just the pay-per-views. So, that kind of works in this sense. So, there's Lockdown, there's Destination X. There's simply more pay-per-views from TNA, so more house shows, so more Euro shots, more Triad shots, so that's good in that sense. Also, their house shows, they don't matter. Big quote, air quotes on that. As far as for rankings and stuff, aside from that. So a lot of story points. I just want them to be spread out more because Slammiversary being bundled in with 3 other shows on one weekend did not help story points because we went from having 4 shows at once to 1 redemption and then SummerSlam a week later. It's like, it would have been fine to have a show this weekend. Slammiversary on July 11th would have been great. Right? Like, it would have been fine. And it would have been a 3-show week over there, a couple weeks off, and a show over here, and a couple more weeks. Come on, guys. Spread these out. But, yeah. But like I said, Lockdown is there. Credit Union 1 Arena? BeerMe, what is that? I don't recognize that name.
It's a college, I think it's one of the college basketball arenas.
All right.
That are there. And, yeah.
We do have Heatwave for NXT, also August 30th, and then All In is
that's great with you.
The same day, and then All Out, as mentioned, is September 26th, so like a month later, thank God. And Keep Going Money in the Bank is October, and yeah, the Bound for Glory is like the day after that. Of course it is. Hey, Santana's on the poster for that. They got to fix that. And that was the Leon Slater's X Division champ. Oops. Well, things change. But Redemption is the next one for us, guys. It is Sunday, July 26th. in Montreal. It is a 7 o'clock start time, they've said, with a 6 o'clock pre-show, so a 5 o'clock deadline. The picks page is still 3 weeks out. Don't worry about that one. We'll talk to you more about that one on future trenches. We'll have stuff for that. But at that point, it will be 1 week before SummerSlam, so keep an eye out for that stuff as well. SummerSlam is coming the week after. August 2nd is our official day for it, but it will start with the picks on the 1st because that is the Saturday, and I don't even know if we're going to have it for SmackDown. It might be after Raw. It's coming. It's coming. There's time, but for now, BeerMe, my throat's dry already. I've been drinking water. I've been drinking this pear soda. It's whatever I can to keep my throat going. It's been an hour of us talking, pretty much. It's 30 degrees. It's too hot. I think we're done. Anything else you want to say here before we go?
Just thank you to everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks again, everybody. Again, this is Frontline Prediction League on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe. Frontline League over on X. Follow us there as well. We do appreciate all that stuff. There is literally TNA stuff going. It's only an hour through right now. Impact is on live with our live events chat in there. The picks pages are in there. The results pages, the match pages, the profiles, the character chat, all sorts of fun stuff. Gaming chat, movie stuff. It is fun. We do appreciate it, guys. It is just a lot of fun in there. And I am babbling, running out of things to say before I finish it because I thought I had more, but I don't. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.